Let's get into Cup of the Day. Starts in 10 seconds. We have Ice Map. Wow, okay. If you guys don't know how it works, we have a 15-minute qualifier. You have to get top 64 in the qualifier out of like 2,000 players. After that, we play a knockout. It's a classic format. We've been playing it for a little over 4 years already. And it's a lot of fun. We'll see if we can get Div 1, because I am pretty rusty on these. But I'll say, already from my impression, this looks like a bit of a weird ice map. Just from looking at it from above. Which often is an even greater bonus for me. I tend to do better when the maps are very strange. So we have 4th gear ice. 4th gear is like a shield in ice. If you have 4th gear and you hold sideways, the car will never lose grip. With like 5 exceptions, but yes, that's a good rule to have. What is happening here? Snow? So you lose to 2nd gear. And then... I mean, kudos to the mapper. This is one of the absolute weirdest track of the days I've ever seen. But it's fun to play. And that means that he's done something that no one else does. It's like some ice mixed with drifts and tech. And I respect it. It's a song that doesn't remind you of any other song. It's this artist's very own sound. Nice. Already gain a second. Yeah, so this drift, not like that, but okay. Solid speed regardless. And now we have the snow, right? So now we just wait, and now turn, and we have 3rd. Okay, that's 1 gear better. Higher the better. With the gearing, and last drift. I think you just go full inside. 51.6. Mapper got a 49, okay. Cracked. But yeah, I like this. I just have to get used to the start, I think. And it's easy to get caught on like, man, I should perfect the start. My starts are... I'm losing like 2 tenths, 3 tenths. Or even more. But the best way to learn a map is just to drive it a lot. Like, continue runs, even if they're slow. This is a slow ice slide. I'm still not gonna restart with 0.4 ahead. Oh, but that faceplant is gonna make me restart. Earlier. Earlier and more. Nice. Good drifts. Oh, wide. Oh, so wide. I lost 0.2 in the end. But okay. PB is PB. Also, guys, I haven't talked about it too much yet, but there's a big event happening tomorrow in Trackmania. We have a Trackmania Twitch Rivals again. Tomorrow evening, just after a couple of daytimes. With 16 teams participating. 1 variety streamer and 1 pro on each team. So that's gonna be a lot of fun. It's been a while since we've had a Twitch Rivals. But very excited for this one. .4 is good. It's almost Div 1. You in a team? Yeah. So I'm both helping organize it and participating. And if I get eliminated, I will be casting it. But it's hype. Is Anna my teammate? I guess I can leak. Yes, Anna is my teammate.
We are absolutely winning this now. I'm drinking the best tea in the whole world, and I had a fantastic dinner, and I had 5 spoons of ice cream.
So we have the best team. We have Team Winner, chat. From PogChamps, making a comeback. Not the biggest secret in the world. And since Anna's good at like puzzles and stuff like that, I think we'll do pretty well. The format is puzzle mode. I think we have a good chance. And it has a $25,000 prize pool as well. The Twitch Rivals prize pools are always amazing. So very cool what they do for different game communities, and that they wanted to host a Trackmania event. It's gonna be hype. That's a good start. Oh, yes. It's almost first place. Yeah, it's fourth. I tend to do well on these strange maps, guys. But we get one last PB. Good luck, have fun. A lot of people are back for the Red Bull event. It's so hype. I've seen Carl, I've seen Pack, and I've seen, yeah, just a lot of players that you wouldn't think compete still, and then they hop on the Red Bull maps. Did they retire? You can't really call it retirement when there's no big events. There's no event that's worth it enough for them to play. So like Carl played the World Cup, smurfed that, completely dominated, won it. Then goes back to finishing his engineering degree. And whenever there's a big enough event, like Twitch Rivals, which I can tell you Carl will be part of, or Red Bull, he comes back, typically wins those two, and then closes the game and goes back to engineering. It's just like, yeah. And you might think, man, but wouldn't he then fall behind players who play the game all day, every day? No. No. In the big tournaments, he always wins. It's so silly. The man has a life and still beats us. How would you smurf a World Cup? You should just watch the finals and you'll understand. He was at one point leading by a big enough margin that he could go AFK for 6 or 7 rounds in a row and still be in first place. If you bet against Carl in a tournament, you are statistically and historically just going to lose. Your prediction. How is it so easy for them, but so hard for the rest? You can think about it like managing your pace in regular running. What's interesting is you can run at like a steady, let's say 170 heart rate, 180 heart rate, for a very long time. But if you push beyond that threshold, then like within 30 seconds to 5 minutes, you will just build up so much lactic acid in your body that you will freeze up. And so regular athletes in endurance sports are very good at managing their essentially body level of how much they're pushing. It's kind of the same in Trackmania, where here you're punished for going too slow, so you have to manage your pace. And if you try to go too fast, well, it's a high risk thing. You might crash out. They're just very good at driving at that 170 heart rate equivalent level, and in the finals, 190. So in the last couple of rounds, they push, drive perfect pace, and win. They can't do that every round, 23 rounds in a row, but they can do it for the last 5. And before that, they just survive on like very nice consistency. There's one player who's known for being like exceptionally consistent, and it's Marius89. And this is one of the funniest stats to me that I know of Couple of Day, is that in any Couple of Day that he gets Division 1, what do you think his like probability of getting top, is it top 8? I think it's top 8. Okay, well, let's first do top 32. Marius89's probability of getting top 32 in a given Couple of Day. It's over 90%. So in the first, you know, half of Couple of Day, the first 10, 12 rounds, he survives 90% of the time. And then to top 8, it's like half the time. Because people crash in this format. Marius doesn't. He reaches top 8 incredibly often, but then usually doesn't have the peak pace to win. Or chooses to drive for a very safe strategy anyway. But yeah. It's just so absurd, because I think my numbers look terrible in comparison to that. Like top 32 maybe 65% of the time, estimate. And top 8, bro, less than 15% of the time. Like, that is a good Couple of Day for me if I get top 8. So yeah. What just happened? Okay, that... My car had like a weird bump on the ice. Luckily it didn't slide out, which could happen. Would you look who's in the top 32? It's Marius, yeah. And this was a bad run. Marius is driving slower than me, but he's still kicking. He's only driving as fast as he needs to. And Toyflume just got eliminated, by the way. Right now is the best ice player in the world. Mika doesn't play that much anymore. I think it's fair to call Toyflun the best right now. This is so fast. Wow. Nice. Huge PV. Barely sniping lingo. Surprise you how well Granady does on keyboard. It's really impressive, yeah, for being his secondary device. Okay, small gaps. Not bad. This is gonna be quite the streamer battle if Spam and Granady keep performing like this, and Yonex. Like this quad here, all the streamers, kind of sick. As we enter top 7, 1 knockout per round. Oh. Good downhill. I'm gonna gain a lot here. No, I couldn't release more. I couldn't release more. I could not release more. I should have, but I couldn't. Oh, that's annoying. This was a potential win, guys. This was definitely a potential win. And I've been chanting that corner so close, but I think if I release more there at the exit of it with engine off, and these times, you'll lose anyway. So that's just the margins you push for. That's the O2 maxing. The O2 max, you push that turn, and I crash out. Yonex versus Spam. Here we go. Bonne chance to Yonex, and man, I wish I could say good luck in Dutch. I cannot. First turn. Yonex going way too wide. Spam with a 0.1 advantage already. Equal drift. 0.1 remains. Yonex trying to catch up. Really good downhill. Oh, a little bit early exit though. Spam's gonna have more speed over the straight and probably a 0.1 lead once again. So we now go up to the drift. Who's gonna dare to risk it? The O2 max from Yonex full send. Takes the lead temporarily. The drift. Spam with a better drift. Yonex trailing by 1 car length. Wide setup from him usually. And then an inside exit. And equal before the last drift. This is going to matter who enters the finish on the right corner. Yonex with the better line. What a final. GG. Wow. Insane round there to close it out. Yonex wins for the 0.7. That was a good race. Okay. Maybe I wouldn't have beaten that. Maybe I would not have beaten that. But the middle drift from Yonex was so clutch. So clutch from Yonex to have that perfect push on the drift. Yonex PB the final, that's sick. That is sick. Yeah, good cup of the day today. I like that. I like that a lot.